Hey, so last week we were doing isolation intensives, specifically playing around with different exercises down here and around the wrist, and just playing around with isolations in general, yes? I got a lot of feedback from people actually saying that the poi I was using last week were too hard to keep track of, so here's the sock poi back. This week we've been continuing with the isolation intensive, and I've actually been moving them around in what I would consider to be three basic points that you can have isolations in. The first one would be directly in front of you, wall plane, which I guess you can consider to be either an inside or an outside plane. Next would be directly next to you in wheel plane, so this is an inverted plane, it's on the inside of your arm. And then there would be over here on the outside of your hand, which would be more of an external plane, but still a wall plane. So going through each of those three positions, and of course, going back around to the other side. So on and so forth, right? The goal for this week is, because I have already started playing around with the different combinations of movement in wheel plane, let's get these combinations of movement down in wall plane, which is still easier said than done. Specifically, my lefty is having some issues when I try and synchronize the two. But hopefully in a week or two we'll see where we're at with that. Aside from that, the 1.5 move I demonstrated last week, once again people were saying they wanted a more visible demonstration of it with proper poi. So here it is. Steps for this are, you do a forwards 1.5. There are really like three positions for this. So you start going forwards, left hand on top, right hand on bottom. You stall out when you go straight forward, and then you pull back with your right hand, so you're doing a reverse with left on top of right once again. When you do that, there's a point at which you're bringing your right hand over your back, and it comes out as the pendulum reaching over to your left hand side, and your left hand, as the pendulum's back, you pull down around in an arc on the left-hand side. So altogether it's forward left on top, reverse left on top, forward right on top. Again, forward left on top, reverse left on top, forward right on top. And the other variation that I did, just you don't bring your left hand over your shoulder, you bring it underneath your shoulder, like so. And what's really fun about this, I've discovered, is that you can also use it as an easy way to switch to a reverse kind of arrangement. Makes an excellent turn. So yeah, I think that just about does it for this week. Those of you who are coming to DC for the inauguration, hopefully I get to see you, and have yourselves a great week. Peace.